Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. You were a top. Let's get on brass tacks. I gave Tom and Jerry 3.5 out of 10 wings.
Why?
Because when I went to my iPhone and clicked on the AMC app and click ticket, click the seat I wanted, and click review and click purchase, I knew I wasn't going to see Casablanca. I probably wasn't going to see a good movie. But I ain't mad about it because I didn't have any expectations for this film.
That's fair.
And on the bright side, it was a kids movie. Single parents. They got to take kids to do something on Friday night. So I walked out of there with 3 numbers and 2 Snapchats from 5 MILFs. So all in all, I'm pretty fucking happy. But back to review. This movie probably should have been one of the easiest movies to make.
Think about it.
Because the concept is so simple. Mouse, cat, they don't like each other, they fight. I could come up with a script in 2 minutes probably. Because it's that simple. And all you got to do is take that simple less is more script and take cartoon bits from the cartoon that already worked, that is generational. People are going to find that stuff funny because the only parts in this film that were funny were the 3 or 4 times Tom and Jerry were being Tom and Jerry. Other than that, this movie theater was quiet. But you take those greatest hits from Tom and Jerry, you animate it in 2021 style, and it's like it's brand new again. And you put those in there. At the end of the movie, Tom and Jerry's like, you know, I respect you, and we can kind of be friends, but we're going to fight again. And he's like, yeah, you know what? Cool. I'm okay with that. And then boom, you can make a sequel if you want to. Or you can just leave it at that, which you probably should have, because you shouldn't have made this movie, because this movie was
a piece of garbage.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to take a Tom and Jerry movie and take jokes they've seen on Twitter to throw them in there. There's a lot of millennial jokes. There's a joke about Drake. They stop for 5 minutes to have a sneaker conversation, which I love Jordans. I wear Jordans. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. But it's like all these unnecessary things that you're throwing in a Tom and Jerry movie just because they're funny on the internet. And just because they're funny on the internet doesn't mean they need to be in this movie. And I was like,
It don't make no motherfucking sense.
and what else do they force in this movie? Themes we've seen thousands and thousands of times. Example that of one of the themes in this movie was I like to get where I'm at and everyone found out about it, but do you still love me? Yeah, I still love you. And another theme, you're going above and beyond for this date, wedding, ... etc. But you don't need to do all that because I love you. I love who you are as a person. Those are the themes of this movie. They did not need to be in there. Because for one, we've seen them over and over again in better movies. And in a Tom and Jerry movie, they're not going to have any depth. And they didn't have any depth. They fell flat. You want to know something that has more depth than Tom and Jerry? This Coke nail right here.
What the fuck is that?
This Coke nail right here has more depth than the Tom and Jerry film. Look at all that depth in there. You could get more Coke in there, more depth than this Tom and Jerry movie could emotion. Because it did not need to be in there. So why Warner Brothers like, we're just going to put jokes we found on Twitter in there. We're going to put these themes that we've made 16 movies about a piece. We're just going to throw them in there. And it's going to work for the parents and the kids. They got the violence for the jokes. And it's going to be a good movie. No, it's not. And put those themes in there, it doesn't make any sense. And you put the clip in there, but I don't want to use the clip
again.
And the story and the action, those aren't the only things that suck in this movie. The casting sucks. Just because Micah Pena and Ken Wong, the Hangover guy, just because they're funny in one movie a piece, that don't mean you gotta put them in this movie. And the SNL guy, he's not even funny. Who watches SNL anymore? The casting in this movie sucks.
Like a prostitute.
How they did the action sucks. They reused the same, we're going to fight and make a tornado plot twice in this movie. You don't need to do that. You need to do it once. Because it doesn't have any build to it. Tom and Jerry, you build to this big climatic, over-the-top fight scene. And this movie, it does not. So the action, it's not even good in this movie. This movie is a definite pass. I don't think you should watch it. I gave it a 3.5 out of 10 wings because I knew what I was getting into. And it played a Tribe Called Quest song for some reason, which I like Tribe Called Quest. It also plays the LL Cool J song, but I'm not a huge fan of LL Cool J. And it also has a scene from Young Frankenstein in there, which I like Young Frankenstein.
A lot!
But this movie did everything it shouldn't have done. Less is more. And Warner Brothers should have knew that when they made it, but they didn't care because they just wanted your money.
Yay, capitalism.
Tell me down below in the comment section, did you like Tom and Jerry? There's also an eye in the corner for a live-action animated combination movies. We do a Rotten Tomatoes guessing game. Guess Rotten Tomatoes scores for live-action animated movies, Space Jam, such. So click on that, see if I get any right. But in the meantime, I want you to like, share the video, which only leaves subscribing to the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's the red button. You click it, it's going to turn gray. It's a beautiful thing. But make sure you hit it. For me.